so this is like my 4-minute presentation, and for us it was supposed to be like, how do you see 2015 going? And so thus far I've seen a lot of people saying that they're going to change who they are, they're going to change how they do things, how they think about things. And I sort of took a step back and I said, what do I want to change about me? Like, what do I want to really do? And so instead of saying I'm going to go be more this, this, and this, I really went and addressed the problems that I have right now. And instead of saying I need to change this, I need to make sure that instead of being fearful, I'm brave, instead of this, I'm that. I changed it so that my words sort of say what I am now and how I can use the weaknesses I have to my advantage. Our first one, I want to change my stupidity to acceptance. In general, if you know me as a person, whenever I greet you, it's usually very sarcastic. I have a sarcastic tone about me. Whenever I'm talking to somebody, they say, hey, how's your day going? I'll give some very half-hearted, stupid response that either makes no sense or is really just there for a joke. Also, whenever I deal with people who I find less desirable to hang out with or to be around in general, I usually I'm very rude and dismissive towards them. Not directly, but moreover, once again, through sarcasm and through jokes. I really need to work on this because as 2015 goes on, we're going into college, some of the classes are going to college, we're trying to be professionals, and that's a big part of it. I can't just keep being the same dismissive, sort of a broken person that I keep being. I need to be accepting of others, and if they do have shortcomings, I need to either A, overlook them, or B, find a way to incorporate that into just my regular speech with them so that I don't call them an idiot. Which sometimes is a bit of a challenge. Next, I want to be very realistic. So like I said, I'm going to college next year. I'm going to be swamped with work, with homework, with everything else that comes along with the territory. And I'm just going to accept it. There is no two ways around it. I'm going to have to work hard. So I think that realistic is a really good thing to do. And it says in here, balance is the key to life. The one thing that my dad has drilled into me over the years is that everything is okay in moderation. Okay? That's all that life's about, is strictly moderation. You can do all those fun things after school, such as video games, sports, etc. And you can also have really good grades in school. But you can't just capitalize on one or the other. You should do a little bit of both so that you're well-rounded and well-based for the rest of the year or for life in general. And so yeah, college. This is probably the biggest word of the year. Who here is planning on going to college next year? Just show of hands real quick. All right, so there's a Ryan's sitting on the fence. But no, so I mean, college is a big deal. The next 4 years are going to sort of change who we are. They're going to change who we are, and they're going to change the people we meet. Our majors are going to really influence who we run into over the course of our life. So it's a really big deal, and I'm extremely nervous about it. This is just an overview shot of UTD, which if anybody's seen the campus, it is absolutely wonderful. Some might even call it Disneyland, but those aren't my words. It's a great school. I'm going to enjoy going there. I'm probably going to stay at the freshman dorms, which you can, I don't think you can see them here. Anyway, it's just going to be a lot of work because I've been to the dorms multiple occasions when I went to visit my sister. And it's sometimes it's like serene, quiet, and nice. And the other times when it's closer to crunch time, you hear a hum of people talking amongst themselves. The hallways are just filled with people on laptops that are cramming for the next test that they didn't study for because they decided to go out the night before. But no, I've learned not to fear the challenges of college, but rather to embrace sort of the fear itself. Because if I'm worried about it, that means I'll do better in the future. If I'm worried about how I'm going to do, I'll study and I'll do better. So instead of just disregarding the fear and saying, I am invincible, I will do this, I've started becoming accepting that says, I am human in this, and I need to work hard to make sure I don't completely mess up. Last one is self-driven. I'm going to take a quote here from James Spader. There's something about an underdog that really inspires the unexceptional. And so during this, he's talking about how somebody who is sort of under everybody else in both either tier, mentally, whatever we want to talk about, whenever you give them an underdog story, really riles them up, make sure that they do their work and do it the right way. I don't want to ever have that happen to me. I want to already be doing what I need to do. I want to be self-driven in the way that instead of saying, okay, I need this motivation to do what I need to do, I should internally know that this is what I need to do, so I'm going to go out and accomplish it. There's no way around that. Just in general, 2015 is a huge year for me. There's going to be a lot of new things that's going on. The fear is going to be a huge aspect of it, but I think that if I stay with everything that I've talked about in this presentation and sort of take the lessons I've learned in life over the course of all of high school, schooling, whatever, and also especially in this class, because this class has taught me wonderful things, I think that 2015 is going to be an absolutely wonderful and very successful year for me. Thank you very much for your time today.